What's going on out there, world? This is Nick A. Myers, and you're hanging out with Craft on Tap Show and our beer peer review. Today, we're in New Mexico, where we are, making the show from, but we're also in New Mexico talking about some Mexican beer with Boxing Bear. Bum, 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 bum. I've never boxed a bear, but I've heard it can be a lot of fun. Of course, you need to be in your boxers while boxing a bear, and if you are barely naked, you'll barely win this fight. Even in a bear market. Okie dokie. Well, hey, Craft on Tap Show. We're here to make lots of friends, and we're hoping that you are one of them. Thanks again for coming in and tuning into the show when you do. Tell your friends and family about us. Please like and subscribe to our show. We talk about craft beer. Today, we have a New Mexican brewery called Boxing Bear Brewing Co., and they're located in Corrales, New Mexico. They make a good bear, and they box a good bear when they make a good beer. You know what I mean? Boxing beer. So we've got a Hazy IPA today on the docket. We've got a traditional IPA from Boxing Bear, and we're going to finish it off. We're going to, the whole finale is going to be a Chocolate Milk Stout. I love chocolate milk. I love stouts. Let's get into these beers. Folks, we are here at Craft on Tap Show here on YouTube, which you can check us out at craftontapshow.com on the web. And check us out. We got this great interview from Adrian Gomez from the Albuquerque Journal. And we've got a great little article talking about what the show's all about, and that it's located on our website. You can click on the link and see more about who we are and what we are and how that all works. In the meantime, when you drink, please do drink responsibly. We encourage that sort of thing. So thanks again for tuning in. Let's get into it. All right, so the Headlock Hazy IPA from Boxing Bear is going to be our first one on the docket. This is a 6.7% alcohol by volume, so packs a little bit of a punch, you know what I'm saying? It's got the bag to knock you on your knees. Don't worry about your troubles or your cares. All right, folks, I'm a fan of some Hazy IPAs. I certainly like many of them. Look at that. So we're not going to get a super duper amount of head on that. It's kind of just soapy. It's very mild, but look at all, if you can see it, if you can't, I'm going to tell you this is what's happening. Lots of carbonation and bubbles hanging out on the outside there. Very occluded. It's super thick. It looks like grapefruit juice. You can't see through it. It's a very beautiful looking beer. Oh, right on the nose. I'm catching some peach notes, and I'm getting a little sweetness in there. I mean, the hops don't feel overwhelming, but, I love me a good hazy, so let's get crazy, baby, and drink some. Yummy. It's just mildly carbonated. It's on the verge of fruit juicy. It really is kind of sweet, but it's not lingering sweet. No bitterness at all in this, folks. It is on the back end. You just get a tint of it, but very tropical, very nectarine, very peach. Boxing Bear, you can put me in a headlock anytime and feed me this beautiful stuff. Yeah, that's really good. It goes straight to the back of the throat. Very clean, very crisp. Cheers on the Hazy IPA. Folks, again, we want to say thank you to you for coming back and watching our show. For always being there when we need that Mother's Day card, that Father's Day card, that shout out on the internet. But folks, you can do more. You can like and subscribe. You can really just help us out by just letting it play, letting our channel play on repeat while you sleep. And you'll wake up revived, refreshed, craft beer knowledge you never knew you could know, Next up, we are going to go to the India Pale Ale, which I believe is a little bit higher ABV. This one is 7.2%. So, from my understanding, more of a traditional IPA. So let's get a pour on this one. Absolutely gorgeous. Just barely orange. I mean, not orange. Well, it has a little orange to it. It's just barely yellow, but it's kind of like a honey color, amber colored. I like the head on there. It's a little thicker than you'd think. Right off the bat, I'm getting some of them citrus notes from the hops. I'm actually getting... There's the pine as well as it sat out in the air for a minute. Just a very good looking beer. Not too cloudy, not too hazy like the last one, but let's give it a try. Whoa. That beer shoots straight down and just kind of avoids the center of the tongue and hits the sides of my mouth. It's a little bit robust up front, has a little bit of a punch, but then it kind of just clean, very, almost not a watery finish, but a very subtle finish, and I like that. Now, as it sat in there a minute, I'm getting a little bit more of those bitter notes from the hops, but this is a tasty beer. I'm getting just the slightest hint of, I don't know what that is, tamarindo, or I don't know, sandía, something in there that I like that I can taste. It reminds me of New Mexico, but again, this is a very great take on an IPA, and overall not extremely bitter. Not like me, I'm very bitter. I'm always bitter. All right, folks, Chocolate Milk Stouts, we're gonna wash everything down with today. We've had some higher ABV. This one's gonna be a little lower. This one's going to sit at 5.2, which is, you know, right around the range you'd expect for a stout. If you'll excuse me, I had some IPA to take care of. All right, Boxing Bear Brewing Co. at boxingbearbrewing.com out of New Mexico. I love their packaging as well, and I think you should check them out. I think we should all be supporting the craft beer industry. All right, on the pour, you're gonna, as you can imagine, of course, very dark, not as syrupy as it could be, but extremely dark, just a little bit of head on there, some bubbles moving, but it's very, very mellow. I'm getting subtle hints of chocolate, just slight hints of coffee. But I can actually smell the milk in there, or maybe like, I don't know, you know, vanilla ice cream. It's very subtle, but it's very good. That is oh man, if you've ever had a chocolate milk, that's what I'm tasting. Chocolate milk with a little chalkiness in there, very like some malt forwardness in there, is definitely very, very perfect in the sweetness department. It doesn't linger and it's not overwhelming. This chocolate milk stout from Boxing Bear is magnificent. So I'm getting on this one, you know, just got the right amount of maltiness, of chocolateness. It's very smooth, it's very sweet, but it doesn't sit there on the tongue for too long. Overall, Boxing Bear, you've got some amazing, let's say, assets, and we encourage everyone out there in the craft world to go check them out on the web. And make sure you're checking out Craft on Tap. I mean, we come here every Tuesday, every Friday with new content, and we have some great and fantastic new pieces coming up soon. We're going to have some cooking episodes, we're going to have we might be baking with beer. We definitely will be brewing some beer as we've done in the past, and we'll be showing you soon enough. So stick around. There's so much more to show you. I'm Nick, and I love being here. I hope you love being here. We're Craft on Tap Show, and we'll see you next time. Ciao.